Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to what's been happening around the NFC North lately, you've probably heard some whispers, some rumors swirling about a potential blockbuster move that could shake up the division. And I'm telling you, it involves none other than Saquon Barkley. That's right, the Giants' star running back, who's been a force of nature when healthy, might be on his way to the Green Bay Packers. And honestly, it could be one of the most exciting offseason moves we see this year. The rumors suggest that the Philadelphia Eagles, who are tight against the salary cap and looking to make some strategic adjustments, are considering trading Barkley to the Packers in exchange for draft picks and a promising running back prospect. The idea here is to prioritize extending their key players, but for the Eagles, it's also about managing their cap and filling needs elsewhere. Meanwhile, for us here in Green Bay, this potential trade could be a game changer. Barkley's explosiveness and versatility would be a perfect fit to reinvigorate our backfield, especially after a season marred by injuries and inconsistent production. Let's not forget, the Packers have been dealing with some backfield issues lately, with Josh Jacobs' knee injury and Wilson's illness affecting our run game. Adding Barkley, a back who's proven he can carry workloads and break off big runs, would give us a major boost and help us balance the offense with Jordan Love's arm. The idea is to have a more dynamic, unpredictable run game that opens up the play-action passing and keeps defenses guessing, something that could elevate our overall offensive efficiency and help us contend deep into the playoffs. Looking at Barkley's stats for the 2025 season, he's been a consistent threat, rushing 218 times for 862 yards and 5 touchdowns, averaging 4 yards per carry. He's been a tough runner, forcing 12 missed tackles over 13 games, and his yards after contact average is around 3.2 yards per carry. He's also shown he can be a workhorse back, with a career total of nearly 900 rushing yards since 2024, and he scored 22 touchdowns in that span. His breakaway rate sits at around 18%, which is impressive, and his EPA per run, expected points added, stands at about 0.12, indicating his ability to produce big plays and positively impact the offense. Yes, he's had some injuries, missing just one game in Week 8 due to an ankle issue, but he bounced back strong, rushing for 122 yards against the Chargers in Week 14, showing he can still be a game changer when healthy. What makes Barkley even more appealing is his versatility. Historically, he's been compared to the elite, like Nick Chubb in Cleveland, with a similar explosive running style. But there's also talk about how his skill set could be comparable to a more versatile back like Christian McCaffrey, able to catch passes out of the backfield, run between the tackles, and make defenders miss. That kind of dual threat capability is exactly what the Packers need to keep defenses honest. Now, if this trade were to happen, the impact on the Eagles would be notable. They'd be sacrificing some of their run game production, which currently averages around 140 yards per game, to free up cap space and draft assets. That's a calculated risk for Philly, but for us, it could be the missing piece to finally unlock a more potent, balanced attack. Now let's talk about what this could mean for the Packers. Our team currently stands at 9-3-1, with a run game averaging around 120 yards per game. We've faced some injuries in the backfield, Jacobs and Wilson both dealing with issues heading into December, and that's taken a toll on our rushing attack. Bringing in Barkley could increase our rushing efficiency by roughly 20%, pushing us toward 100 yards for the season, and significantly improve our EPA per run, potentially jumping from our current numbers to around 1.5 or more. That's a massive boost, especially considering how it would open up more play-action opportunities for Jordan Love. With a reliable, explosive back like Barkley, defenses can't just focus on stopping the pass. They have to respect the run, which could lead to more big plays through the air. And let's not forget, with the current state of the NFC North, gaining an edge like this could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. The division is competitive, sure, but if the Packers can add a talent like Barkley, it elevates our entire offense and makes us a more formidable contender. Historically, teams with a strong running game and a dynamic back have had better success in the playoffs. Think about the Eagles in 2022. They elevated their run game, which boosted their chances of reaching Super Bowl LX. If Barkley joins us, he could be that kind of X factor, exploding through gaps, wearing defenses down, and giving Jordan Love that extra edge he needs to elevate his game under pressure. Looking at the odds, the Super Bowl LX betting lines have shifted recently, with the Packers now at plus 550 from plus 800 earlier in the season. That's a clear indication that the sportsbooks see us as more serious contenders, and adding a player of Barkley's caliber could push those odds even further in our favor. Imagine him as the centerpiece of our run game, similar to how the Eagles leaned heavily on their RBs in 2022, ultimately boosting their chances significantly. The idea is that Barkley's ability to break big runs, like the 122-yard performance against the Chargers, would be a catalyst for our playoff push. A healthy, motivated Barkley could be the spark that propels us into Super Bowl contention, especially if he can replicate or even surpass his 2025 production in green and gold. Of course, every move comes with risks. The Eagles are cautious about losing cap flexibility, and trading Barkley would mean parting ways with a key offensive weapon. But for the Packers, this could be a rare opportunity to land a proven star who's still in his prime. It would send a message to the league that Green Bay is serious about contending now, not just in the future. It's about maximizing this window with Jordan Love and giving him the best supporting cast possible. The Packers' offensive line has been solid, and with a run game powered by Barkley, it's only going to get better. The trenches will be more active, and that's where games are won in December and January. In terms of the bigger picture, this move could reshape the entire division. The Vikings have struggled with consistency, and the Lions are still trying to find their footing, but the Packers with Barkley could become the team to beat. Imagine a scenario where Barkley's addition allows us to dominate time of possession, keep our defense fresh, and control the tempo of games. That's the kind of strategic advantage that can carry a team deep into the playoffs. Plus, with Jordan Love continuing to develop and Barkley providing that reliable, explosive option out of the backfield, our offense would look completely different, more dynamic, more balanced, and far more difficult for defenses to handle. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think Barkley is the missing piece to push us over the top? Would you be excited to see him running behind our offensive line, breaking tackles, and electrifying Lambeau Field? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know what you think. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and a move like this could be exactly what we need to reignite our Super Bowl dreams. Remember, the Packers have a rich history of making bold moves that pay off, and adding a talent like Saquon Barkley could be the next chapter in our storied legacy. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Packers are in a prime position to make a splash this offseason. With a solid core already in place, Jordan Love leading the offense, a stout defense, and now the potential addition of Barkley, the entire landscape of our team could shift. The front office has shown a willingness to be aggressive when the right opportunity comes along, and right now, this kind of move could be exactly what we need to solidify our status as NFC contenders. The NFC is wide open, with teams like the 49ers, Eagles, and even the Cowboys all fighting to establish dominance. For Green Bay, the chance to add a proven star like Barkley could be the difference maker, pushing us from a good team into serious Super Bowl contenders. And let's not forget, Lambeau Field is one of the most intimidating venues in the league when the team is firing on all cylinders. The fans, the atmosphere, the cold, those are all advantages, but having a star like Barkley who can deliver in clutch moments makes it even more electric. Imagine him carrying the ball, breaking through tackles, and energizing the crowd for playoff games. That's the kind of impact that can turn a good season into a legendary one. The NFL is all about star power and momentum, and this move could provide both for the Packers. As we inch closer to the draft, free agency, and the trade deadline, all eyes will be on Green Bay. Will they pull the trigger? Will they make that bold move to bring Saquon Barkley into the fold? If they do, I believe it will set the tone for the rest of the offseason and beyond. We're on the cusp of something exciting, and I know the Packers faithful are ready to see us make a statement. Whether it's through a trade, a draft pick, or a strategic signing, the goal remains the same: getting back to the Super Bowl and bringing home that Lombardi trophy. And with Barkley's potential addition, that dream might just become a reality. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and TO, the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.